Hello everybody from day 2 of my East Coast extravaganza, speaking in some of the eastern states. Sorry that this video was posted so late. I actually was so busy during this eastern states trip that I really had trouble finding time to put together these videos. So I know that these videos are being posted about a week later than I promised that they would be. Day 2 was my first day of actual speaking, of actual presenting. I was going to Norwalk, Connecticut to speak for the Fairfield AS400 Systems User Group, or FASUG. So this is the Norwalk Inn. This is where I'm going to be speaking today. The Norwalk Inn in Norwalk, Connecticut. The Fairfield Users Group called FASUG. So here we are at the Norwalk Inn. This is where FASUG has their meeting. So they've got some really nice stuff here. Now, if you've never been to a local user group meeting, typically what it is it'll be maybe a dinner meeting, or a little bit less commonly I'll see people having breakfast meetings. But the way it'll work is the group will bring in a speaker, someone who has something to say. For me, I'm one of the people who likes to speak at these things, and what I'll do is I'll talk about RPG techniques, and I'll teach you stuff that you can use in RPG that maybe you can take back to the shop and really put to use. Other speakers might have a product that they're selling, but it won't just be a sales pitch. They'll actually show you, for real, how this thing can be used, and give you some real, a little bit more solid thing, because it'll be like an hour talk, not just a quick introduction or something like a sales pitch. Others will talk about new advances in hardware or system operations or something like that. So there's some really useful technical information there. So you'll go to this thing and there'll be a speaker and they'll talk, and then usually there'll be a dinner or there'll be a lunch, and typically there'll be a cocktail hour and a chance for you to network with your peers. For many people, really that's the best part of it. I'd like to think that the speaking is the best part of it, but for many people, the best part of it is the networking, because they get a chance to you get a chance to talk to people who do the same kind of jobs that you do, and maybe are facing the same challenges that you're facing, and you get to talk to them, see how they've done it, and you make friends. And folks are here to see me speak. There's where I'm presenting up there on the screen. I've just done a session actually on bringing RPG to the web, and then this next session is about accessing external databases from RPG. So people are taking a little bit of break in between sessions, and then we're going to start doing that one. So we're having a good time. People seem interested. It's fun. Pete Masiello is the president of the FASUG user group in Connecticut. He's kind of like a legend in the System I community. If you hang out on midrange.com at all, you'll see him. He's kind of an expert on System I administration and hardware, and you'll also have heard of him from Common. He is on the board of directors of Common, just recently re-elected. After a while of not being on the board, he was just recently re-elected to the board. He also just won Best New Session for his new session that he gave in the Nashville Common Annual Conference. So he's a bit of a celebrity in our community, and he's a really nice guy. I don't know him real well, but I enjoy working with him. Here's just a quick clip of Pete so you can see what he looks like. What?
Are you ready, Scott?
I am ready. Kind of a silly clip of Pete, really. Anyway, so that was what I did on day 2. I spoke at the Connecticut User Group FASUG. Thank you, Pete, and thank you, FASUG, for having me. I had a great time, and I hope we can do it again sometime. But for now, goodbye.